You ever see something in nature that just looks impossible? Something that seems to defy the laws of physics right in front of your eyes? Well, today we're going to dive into one of the absolute best examples of that, a lizard that literally runs on water. We're going to break down how this incredible feat is even possible and, get this, what it's teaching us about the future of robotics.
I mean, when you first see it, it looks like a camera trick, right? A special effect. This little creature is just sprinting across the surface of a pond, held up by what seems like nothing at all. It really is one of nature's greatest illusions, a biological magic trick that seems to break all the rules we thought we knew.
And that's the big question, isn't it? How in the world is this possible? Is this lizard somehow floating? Or is there something way more complex, a fascinating mix of biology and physics going on under the surface? Well, that's exactly what we're here to figure out.
So to really get to the bottom of this, we first have to appreciate just how amazing this feat is. This isn't just a quick little hop. No. It's a sustained, high-speed dash across the top of the water.
The star of our show right here is the basilisk lizard. And this little guy has what you can only describe as a superpower. It can actually sprint across water for up to 15 feet. That's about 4.5 meters before it finally loses momentum and has to start swimming. It's so well known for this that it's even earned the nickname the Jesus Christ lizard. So how do we solve this mystery? Well, like any good detective, we've got to look for clues. We'll start by checking out the scene of the crime, the water itself, and then we'll take a close look at our main suspect, the lizard.
Okay, our first clue is a property of water you probably remember from science class: surface tension. The easiest way to think about it is like a thin, stretchy skin pulled tight over the water's surface. It's why water forms beads and why tiny little insects can just stand on it. So the key takeaway here is that the water's surface isn't just an open door. It's a barrier that you can push against, at least for a moment.
Now, for our next clue, the lizard's own body, and specifically its feet. The basilisk has these incredibly long toes, but the real secret weapon is the fringe-like scales along the sides. When the lizard slaps its foot down on the water, these fringes unfurl, kind of like opening a tiny umbrella. This hugely increases the surface area of its foot, letting it push against way more water. You combine that with a super lightweight body, and you've got an animal that is perfectly built for the job.
All right, now let's talk about the run itself. This isn't just chaotic splashing. It's a super precise, four-step process that happens with every single stride. First, you've got the slap. The foot hits the water with a ton of force. Second is the stroke. It pushes down and back, which is what propels the lizard forward. Third, and this part is absolutely critical, the pocket. This whole motion creates a literal pocket of air around the foot, which is what provides lift and keeps it from sinking. And finally, the recovery. The lizard has to yank its foot out of the water before that air pocket collapses and sucks it down. And this all happens in a fraction of a second.
And that brings us to our final clue, speed. To make that whole four-step dance work, the basilisk has to be moving at a minimum speed of 1.5 meters per second. If it goes any slower, those air pockets collapse too fast, it breaks through the surface tension, and it sinks. Speed is completely non-negotiable here. Okay, so we've gathered all our clues. We've got surface tension, those specialized feet, that precise four-step stride, and incredible speed. Now it's time for the big reveal. Let's put all these pieces together and crack this case once and for all.
And here it is. The answer is, it's not just one thing. It's not just the feet or just the speed. It's the perfect, elegant, beautiful combination of every single one of those elements working together in perfect harmony. It's where physics and biology meet in this single, absolutely jaw-dropping moment.
So this is the secret formula, the recipe for walking on water. The forceful slap pushes against the water's supportive skin or surface tension. The backward stroke creates that critical air pocket for lift, and the high speed makes sure the lizard can pull its foot out and take the next step before the whole system just collapses. It's a chain reaction that has to be absolutely perfect every single time.
This is all incredible science, for sure. But so what? What does a lizard running on water actually mean for us, for human technology? Well, as it turns out, it means a whole lot.
This brings us to this amazing field called biomimicry. And the core idea is really simple. Nature, through billions of years of evolution, has already solved a lot of the same complex problems we're trying to figure out right now. So why reinvent the wheel when nature has already given us the blueprint?
And that just says it all, doesn't it? We might think our engineers are brilliant, but nature has had a 3.8 billion year head start. It's the ultimate research and development lab, and its most successful designs are all around us, just waiting for us to study them.
Which brings us right back to our lizard. Engineers and scientists right now are building robots that are designed to explicitly copy the basilisk's unique stride. They're copying the leg mechanics, the shape of the feet, the timing, all of it, to try and build a machine that can do the same amazing thing.
So why does this matter? Well, just imagine a lightweight robot that could run across the surface of floodwaters in a search and rescue mission, getting to places that boats just can't reach. Or think about a tiny device that could quickly zip across a lake to monitor water quality. The applications are very real, and they could be a total game changer.
So the next time you see a gecko sticking to a wall or a bird just effortlessly soaring on the wind, remember the basilisk lizard. Nature's secrets, its incredible solutions, are literally all around us. And that leaves us with a pretty big question. What other impossible feats are just waiting out there to be decoded and used to build our future?